and now we'll be discussing layer masks. I've highlighted here in the file several folders that contain layer masks within them. If you open up the folder for embryo, you'll find two different layers, cables and fetal position, and in both of these we have layer masks. Now, layer masks are a way of hiding elements of the photo that you don't want to be showing through, and it can be used in a variety of different ways. And if you hold the Alt key down, you can see the actual mask within it. And you hold the Alt key down again, and it takes you back to the image itself. If you hold the Command key down, it will basically grab that area that's within there, and you can fill this area, take this area out, so on and so forth. We've got some extraneous data on the outside that doesn't really matter. So Command D releases that. Now if you want to see what it looks like without the mask applied, if you hold the Control key down, it will bring up a list of items that you can do, and you can disable this layer mask. Now with the layer mask disabled, you can see the images that we're hiding out of there. Come back over here, holding the Control key down again, you enable the layer, and now you can see what's going on. Same can be said for the fetal position. Earlier we had looked at this and had done a clipping path and selected it and pulled it out from the image. In this particular case, we've used the clipping path as part of a way of hiding it on the layer mask, and the way we can tell that is again by disabling the layer, and you can see that the background is still there, but we've used the clipping path to run around while it was in this full layered image. And once we enable the layer, again holding the Control key down, we can see that we have done the hiding the background by using a layer mask. Other layer masks are in the bubbles, and here again, as I stated about gradients, if you look and hold down again the Alt key will show you what the actual clipping pad, or I'm sorry, the layer mask looks like. And the layer mask has this interesting gradient blends that are ghosting out certain areas. So if we hold the Alt key down again, we can go back to this image, and if we hold the Control key down again and disable the layer, we can see how much is being hidden away. Enable the layer, and now we can see what's being hidden. So how do we go about getting an actual layer mask applied to an image? Well, that's pretty simple. Let's open up one of these other layers. In this folder here we have two different layers. They're both basically the same thing. They're these DNA strands on the image. If we hide them, you can pretty much see that we've got the bottom of the DNA strand is one image, and the top is another. So basically how you can do it is you can go down here to the bottom of your palette menu, and you can have a little button here to add layer mask. You can also go up here to layers, and layer mask. Reveal all and hide all are two options. I usually like to do reveal all and then hide them as I go. You can hide everything and then reveal as you're putting it in. It's a little more tricky that way. So there's a variety of ways to make this happen. So if we wanted to just go ahead and add a layer mask here, reveal all, now you have this blank document within here. And as you can see, it's all based in black and white, as we've seen before earlier. So if you want to hide certain areas, you can use the eraser tool and just start erasing. And as you can see, it starts erasing out of the image. You can also use a clipping path to hide certain areas, so on and so forth. We don't really want to do that. That's part of the image. We like that, so Command Z. Another way that we can go ahead and make all these types of changes on a layer mask is we can have a layer mask attached to a folder itself. This is a nice function. So say you've done individual layer masks for different images within your folder that you have these images in, and you can go here and go to layer mask reveal all, and you now have a layer mask for the entire folder. So if you wanted to go here, grab the blend tool and make sure that we've got the right blend on, swap it around, now we go to reveal, and you can hide things with a nice blend. And hold the Alt key down, you can see what I'm doing there. Hold the Alt key back, and you're back in business. So this pretty much concludes our basic tutorial walkthrough on the design for Neuromancer.